So it's been like, what has it been? How many days? I did my video 11 days ago. See the chart? See that arrow pointing right down? And the reason I got the idea, I got sick and tired of watching people make wrong predictions. Because that's all I kept hearing. All these experts talking about how Bitcoin had found a bottom. Really? At 7,800, everybody on YouTube was predicting that Bitcoin had found a bottom. And I was the only one that had the guts to say it wasn't a bottom. In fact, I have evidence to prove it to you, the people, because I want to protect you, the people. Would you like to see my evidence? Because I know you need evidence, right? So let me show you the evidence. Because what's the use of an opinion without evidence? I mean, you can see the arrows. I didn't do these today. I did these 11 days ago. When everybody was saying, we were at a bottom. Buy, 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 buy. Put in your life savings. Bitcoin's going for an epic run. And I'm like, excuse me? Pardon me? Did you say that Bitcoin was at a bottom? Because, wait, let's just hear what I had to say, okay? Because I think it'll tell the story.
My goodness. My goodness, my goodness. So I've been seeing all these experts coming out and predicting the bottom.
Where's those experts now?
Well, I'm here to tell you something different. I'm here to tell you, don't listen to anybody else. Take your money and sit on the sidelines.
Good advice, right?
And wait until the bloodshed is over. I mean, look at this, people. This is what we call a classic pump and dump.
It's true.
That's right. A classic pump and dump. Look at this. It hasn't even been that long. My goodness. We were like just a couple months ago, November 12th. We were at, what was it? 6,000? So we're only like 3-4 months away from going back to those levels. And I think Jordan Belfort actually predicted this correctly.
The sad part is, this
He did
video
say it would crack.
has
And he has been
345
100%
views.
correct. You see, it was...
That's the
I
sad
marked
part.
it, guys. I marked this because it's like, as Rich Stradamus, I just knew. You know?
Just new.
I just knew. And then I marked it up here because this is where I was selling. Oh, not everything. Unfortunately. See, that's why I got serious, because I'm obviously losing money to people, but I've been watching all these people predicting the bottom and trying to buy it at all these different peaks and valleys. And I'll tell you guys right now, the only thing you can do that's safe, look at the MACD, guys. Up, up, up. Down, down, down.
It's called reading
up,
a chart.
Down, up, down, down.
Maybe the rest
up,
of the YouTubers
down,
should learn how to do it.
Down, up, down, up.
Bunch
down,
of experts
up, down, up,
selling
down,
memberships
up,
to your
down,
academies.
Down.
Give me a break.
Why would you be buying? I'm here to save you guys.
I'm trying to
Stop
save
buying.
you guys.
I keep watching these so-called experts telling you guys to buy.
Where's the experts
Don't
now?
Buy anything.
Getting thousands of views
Sidelines with your money.
on their incorrect predictions.
Get your popcorn and watch the show.
Where they at?
That's the only thing to do. As an investor, why would you put your money at risk?
Why? Why would you put your money at risk?
I have to tell you guys to stop putting your money at risk.
I'm trying to help you guys.
Because I'm watching these so-called experts telling everybody they hit the bottom.
Is that the bottom?
Buying, and then it goes lower. And they're saying they put their life savings into Bitcoin, and then it goes lower. And I'm sitting here going, guys, if you want to buy it, that's great. But when you tell people you're putting in your life savings and it goes lower, other people that trust you will also put in their life savings. And why would you be putting your life savings in cryptocurrencies, guys? Seriously. This is not the place to put your life savings, okay? You really need to do your due diligence with cryptocurrencies.
Put your life savings in a sinking ship.
And this is not the place to put your life savings.
I told you guys this 11 days ago.
Mark Cuban said put in 10%.
I was trying to help you guys.
I agree with that. That's what I've been doing.
Only 345 people were watching.
I've been learning about
But yet thousands are watching these guys make incorrect prediction after incorrect prediction after incorrect prediction, and I cannot deal with it any longer. It's driving me crazy.
The market is under siege. So you do not want to be caught up in this. Okay? You do not want to get caught up in this. So believe me when I tell you, we are not at the bottom. We will see lower prices. We've seen lower prices only a few months ago.
Wait a second. Was I correct? Wait, 74.16? What do we see now? 72.75. That is what we call a correct prediction. Now, what I'd like to do is I like to challenge all the YouTubers, especially the experts out there in the crypto space that are charging fees, charging membership fees, charging for their knowledge. I like to challenge you experts. Where are you guys right now that all predicted that 7,800, 8,000 was the bottom? Where are you guys right now? I don't see any of you guys anywhere with your correct predictions. And it wasn't just Bitcoin. Everything is down. Ethereum is down. Look at my video. Look at my video carefully, okay? You can see Ethereum is at 475. Today, Ethereum is at 395. You could see that Ripple today is at 52 cents. Ripple on that day was at 55 cents. So clearly, I was correct. But yet my video gets 345 views, and I gotta sit here and cringe while I watch other YouTubers get thousands of people watching their predictions that are 100% wrong. 100% wrong. It's driving me insane. I'm going a little crazy, people. Let me continue.
I think we could see 5,000 again. So,
my heart's racing.
Please. Stop listening to these YouTubers, these
Please.
people that think they're experts, but they're not.
Stop listening
In order
to
be
these
expert
frauds.
in anything, you need to put at least 8 to 10 years into it. This industry's only been around for that long. So anybody that tries to call you an expert, unless they're Roger Ver, is not an expert.
Correct.
Unless they actually bought it early. Unless they got in early. They're not an expert.
They're not.
So, you need to sit on the sidelines with your money, and you need to protect your money.
Oh, if you listen to me, you would be happy right now because it is now lower. In fact, everything since my video has gone lower. Now, based on this chart, have we hit the bottom? I'm going to say this again. Based on this chart, remember, numbers don't lie, but people do. Look at this chart. Do you think we've hit a bottom? Does anybody in their right mind think we've hit a bottom? Look at this chart. See the way that that's going straight down? Where is the bottom, people? I want to challenge all the YouTube experts that have thousands and millions of followers all around the world. All you so-called experts that watch my channel in secrecy. And then go out there and make your bold predictions. Where are you guys? Challenge me, please. I love the challenges. Where are you guys? Are you running? Are you hiding? Where is the bottom? Do you see a bottom on this chart? I just want to challenge you guys. I just want to know, where do you see the bottom? Where do you see the floor? Because I do not see the bottom. I do not see a floor. I see a straight arrow down. That's what I see. That's what my eyes are seeing. What are your eyes seeing? Do you guys see a bottom? In fact, usually when something hits a bottom, there's a catalyst that drives it back up. And what would be that catalyst for Bitcoin right now. Is there a catalyst? By the way, it's going lower. It's now at 72.59. So I've been 100% correct on this prediction. Now, my question is, where are all those so-called experts now that predicted a bottom at 7,800, 8,000, 8,500, 9,000, 9,500, 10,000? Where are you guys now? I challenge you, where are you now? I just want to know, because I cannot sit on the sidelines and watch this garbage consistently get pushed on YouTube and all over social media when I know and anyone with eyes can see this is clearly going down. Prove me wrong. Please, somebody, prove me wrong. I would love to be proven wrong. Can someone prove me wrong? Because I own Bitcoin. I own Ethereum. I own Ripple. I don't want it to go down. I ain't crazy. I just know how to read a chart. I will challenge anybody on YouTube, anybody, pick for pick, marijuana stocks, cryptocurrencies. You think you know how to read a chart better than me? Let's go. Let's do a competition. Let's do a challenge. I challenge anybody on YouTube. Anybody. Bring it. All I want is for the people to win. When you tell people it's a bottom and the shit goes down, people ain't winning. They're losing. And I'm going to call you on it. I ain't going to bring out your names. You know who you are. You should be ashamed of yourselves. Don't ever call yourself an expert when you don't know jack shit. Let's hear some more of my predictions.
Protect your equity.
Trying to protect you.
Protect your capital. The entire market is under siege.
Correct.
Everything is down. It's bloodshed everywhere. Okay? I own Ripple. I own Ethereum. I own Bitcoin. I own a lot of the top coins. And I'm getting hurt too. But I'm not buying on the way down. I'm not going to keep buying on the way down. I'm looking for
What's up, Joey
cat
Rocket?
bounce.
How you doing, Sherry Levy? How you doing, Christine?
For the bottom. As an investor, we need to get good at searching.
You want to talk about it, Joey?
How you doing?
Hit me up, brother. Let's do this. Joey Rocket.
Empire Strikes Back says,
let's go live right now, bro.
Timing markets, even especially crypto, is a fool's game. 100%. And to consistently keep telling people,
I'm just frustrated, man.
I'm gonna buy it
all
here.
these so-called experts getting thousands of views, and they're always wrong. And I make a 100% correct prediction, and my videos got 345 views. I like to know why. I'm trying to understand why. I was right. I get no views. They're wrong. They get lots of views. Can somebody explain this to me? Am I just stupid? I don't know. Do I look funny? I don't really know.
But I've watched them go up.
I just like to know what's up. Oh, well, Bitcoin's going even lower.
Like a head fake.
Surprise, surprise.
So my advice to everybody
surprise, surprise,
is be careful. Don't go buying bottoms that people are calling on YouTube. They are not experts. They know absolutely nothing.
Was I right or what?
You probably know more than them. Stop listening to other people.
Oh, we have a special guest, Joey Rocket. Hey, what's up, buddy? I can hear all the yelling.
What's up?
I can hear all the yelling in the background.
Yeah, I just turned it off.
Oh man. Yeah, I just.
Are you live right now?
Yeah, I'm live right now, bro. We're live.
Okay, it's just a delay. Yeah, you can just put me on speakerphone.
Yeah, you're on speaker, buddy. We're live. We're on it. We're on it.
Cool, man. So, yeah, man, I've been calling for a lower price as well, man. I mean, I have noticed that some people are very persistent on Bitcoin's bottom being 7 and change or 8 and change, but I mean, for anybody to just go out and make predictions, it is a little careless because nobody really knows,
Correct.
But yeah, I mean, when I look at the chart, I see we at least touching down on the trend line that I've drawn, months ago, which would put us. Let me see. That would put us somewhere around within the next few days at about $6,700. Now, I'm not saying that's the bottom. I'm just saying that is touchdown on that trend line that's been working for over a year's time, and I think that's at least where we're headed. So 67 is where I see us at least finding maybe some support. But is it the bottom? Hell no, I wouldn't say that.
Absolutely. And we just hit 7,200. So we're just, while we're live, it's going lower.
71.83. I'm looking at 71.83 on Kraken is what I use. But yeah, so I definitely think we're gonna go lower, and I think it's like, I mean, aside from the obvious manipulation in certain places in the market, with Bitcoin, I mean, I think it's, if you look at this trend line, I mean, it's kind of obvious it's going to happen.
That's right.
I mean, what goes up must come down is not, in the TA world, it's not far fetched,
Absolutely.
But I'm no pro, so these are just my opinions. I do think we're going to at least touch down to around the 6,700 mark. Will it bounce up after that? Who knows?
Yeah, I just think that, I've been trading for 20 years and I've seen a lot of charts in my day, and this chart is looking to me like it is going down. So when I see people that are going on YouTube, and they've been doing it since it was at 10,000 all the way down, and I'm talking big YouTubers, okay, predicting bottoms and saying they're putting in their life savings to buy Bitcoin, and predicting that it's going to go back up, and predicting that, it's going to 100,000, and, guys, obviously some big guys saying it's going to go to 1 million. I mean, at this point, to make those predictions, you make yourself sound like a lunatic.
Yeah, I mean,
a lunatic.
There's always going to be people that act like they know more than they do. I like to downplay what I think I know, because I know I don't know shit,
But if you look at the chart, but if you look at the 3-month chart, and I drew lines here, it's straight down.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no doubt about it.
Right?
Lower lows and lower highs.
Yeah, I mean, it's doing the complete opposite of what it did last year. As it would consolidate and would go higher, it would consolidate and go higher. What's happening here is it's consolidating, going lower, consolidating, going lower, consolidating, pumping, going lower, consolidating, pumping, going lower, consolidating, pumping, going lower. So I don't believe we're at the bottom, and I think looking at this chart, you can't find the bottom because we're still far from it based on this chart, and based on the fact that there's so much negative press right now with cryptocurrencies. Let's talk about it. Facebook banned all cryptocurrency ads. Twitter's banning all cryptocurrency ads. Who else? Google banned all cryptocurrency ads. So you got everybody banning the ads. So that is all very negative for the industry. So when you have all this negative news happening, then you've got all the banks saying that you can't use credit cards anymore to buy cryptocurrencies. They're making it more and more difficult to even get into the cryptos. So you got a lot of people on the sidelines wondering, when is it the right time to get in? And when you see a bloodbath like it has been for the last 3 months, why would anybody want to get in right now? It's kind of just like going to the casino right now. You're guessing it's a bottom as opposed to having any real true momentum. And as a trader, I don't like to buy anything unless I believe there's going to be a catalyst. Like in the marijuana stocks, there's a massive catalyst coming, which is recreational marijuana in Canada. I believe that's going to be an enormous catalyst for the marijuana industry. Plus, those companies that are making money are going to be showing massive financials, which will also be a catalyst. What is the catalyst for this industry right now? That is what I'm asking. When people are saying, oh, this is the bottom, what will be the catalyst that will drive it back up? I just don't see a catalyst. Do you see a catalyst, Joey? That's what I'm looking for, is a catalyst.
I see a perfect storm, and it doesn't have to all come in one wave. It could be, say, a cluster of awesome little mini storms. My point is that catalyst, hell yeah, absolutely. I mean, like, maybe not in your opinion, but in my opinion, if China were to come out tomorrow and say, okay, the ban is lifted on cryptocurrencies, we are going to see a spike. Will it take us out of this spiraling downward trend? I don't know if it would completely take us out, but that would be one of that would definitely 100% be a part of the perfect storm. No doubt about it, in my opinion. If some bans were lifted by certain countries, other than that, if we get certain deals, I think with companies that are the typical either brick and mortar or your typical e-commerce. If some deals get made with companies like that on a high scale, I think that will be part of the catalyst. It's not going to be one thing like your recreational use for everybody kind of deal. I don't think so. I mean, I think that the use cases and the sector or space is way too broad for any one catalyst, in my opinion, to come in and scoop this and revive this this space. So but in regard to buying now or buying later, I think it all depends on the person's long-term, short-term plan or interest. Because like as an example, if you got somebody that just comes in right now and says, you know what, I've been wanting to buy at the 7,000 range for months and months and didn't have an opportunity, and they came in and bought right now at 72, I think in a year from now, that's a good buy. Personally, I think in 6 months from now, that's a good buy. They got in at 7,200. Now, could they have gotten in at 68, 43? Who knows? Maybe yes. But in a year from now, in 6 months from now, I think 72 is a damn good buy. But that also goes along with, are you using money that you're willing to lose? Are you pissing that money away in your mind once you buy Bitcoin at 7,200 on Thursday, whatever today's date is? If you're not, if you're just using money that it's set aside and ready just for this, I don't think it's a bad buy right now at 72. Now, like I told a friend recently, could you get in lower? Yes, that's possible. But I don't think it's a bad buy right now at 72, personally.
Yeah, and you know what? You may be correct. I'm not saying that I want this to go down. I want to make sure everybody's very clear. I own Bitcoin. I own Ethereum. I own Ripple. I own a lot of the top coins. When I see everything down double digits like it is today, like Ethereum is just driving me nuts how much it's gotten destroyed.
I know.
It's crazy because I'm a big
holder now of Ripple too. I'm a very big holder. So I've actually been buying. I've been kind of constantly buying as it goes down. I noticed you said you're not, and that's completely cool. But I'm kind of mentally, I'm on like an averaging kind of deal. What I don't want to happen is I don't want to risk the price of Ripple shooting up, or any cryptocurrency at this point, shooting up and mooning, right? Because we all know it could happen at any second. It could drop dramatically at any second, and it could shoot up dramatically at any second with no warning. We know it's done this before. So I've actually kind of been averaging down a little bit at a time, not spending any money that I'm not willing to lose. And I've been grabbing. I just grabbed like 1,000 Ripple coins at 54 cents, and I'm like, score. You know what I mean? Like, because I know what it's going to do in the long run. I mean, I just seen this new news right here. Actually, it's not news, but Ripple donated $29 million worth of XRP to public school charity. Like, the news that comes out for Ripple is so amazing lately, and they're doing such awesome things. Regardless of the whole banker's coin and all that, I don't even care about that at this point. My whole point is I'm grabbing it on the way down because it could shoot up at any time, and I want to be ready. I don't want to miss the boat at being able to get a 54-cent Ripple,
Hey, listen, Ripple's my number one. I love Ripple. And I've been watching the news come out on Ripple. Ripple has more news than any other cryptocurrency on the planet. They seem to have great news every day, but yet they're not doing anything as far as moving up. So that's one of the reasons why I'm very concerned as an investor. I've seen this before. I think we're in a bear market. I think it's a bear market of bear market of epic proportions. I personally, I don't want to say this because I don't want to scare people, but I think we could see Ripple go back to 20 cents.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, we could see all of that. We could see, we could definitely, absolutely see Bitcoin go down another $2,000. And I think for anybody who hasn't allowed that thought to cross their mind and actually pondered it is foolish. Now, I'm no pro, so I can't sit and point fingers at people and tell them they should do this or shouldn't do that. But I think they're foolish if they don't even consider the fact that Bitcoin could drop another $2,000-3,000,
Absolutely.
and, or more. And I mean, I think this all goes back to: are you putting money in that you are willing to lose? And if you are, then you're playing the game responsibly. And if you're not, then you better watch your rent. You better watch your bills, because it could be in for a rude awakening. But I definitely hear where you're coming from. We are in a bear market. We are still way up on the year, percentage wise. So that is a good thing. It's not all, bad, because I mean, if you look at the stats, we are tremendously up on the, since 1 year ago, if you mark the date,
That is correct.
But,
yeah, a year ago at this time, we were around. I'd like to say we were around 1,000, between 1,000 and 2,000, I believe.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
I'm looking at the charts.
So, yeah. It's a big fat monster correction / crash / dip, whatever you want to call it. It is what it is, and we got to roll with the punches.
On April,
this is going to be the last time crypto does this.
On April 1st,
not the first.
On April 1st of last year, we were at 1,100. So we're still up 7 times, right?
Exactly. Yeah, Ripple's up double, probably more than double what it was last year. So
that's correct.
Whoever bought into Ripple is loving life right now at 20, 25 cents or less. It might have been a year ago. So yes, it's
Ripple at this time. Ripple at this time last year, exactly to the day, was at 3 cents.
Wow. Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, so yeah, I mean, it sucks though. It does suck to see your fortune, shoot up and then drop down. But I think that, what I don't think is that this dip is the same as the last major dip. I think it was around 2014 when it went for basically a year, in the dumps, or on the way down, and then within maybe a month or two, it kind of floated and then shot up. But I don't think this is the exact same. I don't think, history does repeat itself, but things are so much different now. I mean, blockchain technology has completely changed the game. I mean, you have obviously multi-billion-dollar, Fortune 500, whatever, 1,000 companies all looking into it now. I mean, it's a whole different story than it was back then, but history does repeat itself to an extent, and yeah, we're in for a ride right now, no doubt about it. And I'm not willing to call the bottom, no way in hell. I'm willing to call support lines, and I do think at around the 67, 68, I think we have support that might prop us back up, but it might not. Who knows? We'll see real soon. I know that. We'll see real soon.
Yeah, we're at 71.25 right now. It just keeps going lower. I just can't believe how low Ethereum is at $385. My goodness, I had a bunch of Ethereum at 800 when I was in the Dominican. And I wasn't even thinking about selling, and I feel so silly that I didn't, because I've literally lost over 50% of my value of my holdings of Ethereum since I got back. It hasn't even been a month, and I've lost 50% of my value of my Ethereum, which is terrible. It's actually terrible.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, it sucks, man. For sure. Ethereum's been getting a lot of bad news lately too. I mean, everybody pretty much knows about the struggles they're going to be, going into in regard to basically keeping up with the times. And Ethereum's a train that's on the tracks and chugging along, and to make the necessary adjustments and refinements that they need to do to Ethereum is going to be extremely difficult, because it's a moving train. You can't just stop Ethereum. So, I think that's part of their issue right now. And then all the scams that come out with the ERC20 tokens is getting them bad news. And I mean, Ethereum's still a monster. It's still a beast, and it's done amazing things, but it's been getting a lot of bad news lately, man, and I think it's going to be interesting for I'd say the second, the second two quarters of 2018 in regard to Cardano coming out, Qtum doing their thing, Neo. I think once those coins or projects become more than just a white paper, it's going to get real interesting in the Ethereum, in the platform or protocol aspect.
Yeah, I think so too. I agree with you 100%. This is just, like I said, this is just the one thing, and this is why I had to do this. And I know I've been getting a little crazy today, but I just don't want any YouTubers calling bottoms anymore, man. If you don't know what you're doing and you don't know how to read a chart, don't be calling bottoms, because people are losing money. And you can't just be calling bottoms like irresponsibly, and then all of a sudden, like a week later, it's down like 1,000 more, and then just go and hide. And that's essentially what I've been seeing people do. And I'm just so tired of it. I can't even watch it. It's been making me feel sick watching it when I knew it was going to go down. That's why I made that video. I did not make that video because I wanted it to go down. I made the video because my eyes don't lie, and my eyes are showing that this is going down. And the proof is real. Like, since we've been talking, it has gone down from 7,300 and now we're at 7,000. I mean,
we're about to touch that trend line at 67, man. I'm like waiting for a bounce, to be honest. I think it's going to be a short bounce, though. I do think we're going to find some support at the 67, 68 range, but
I hope so.
It doesn't feel as though it's going to be that bounce that we seen last time. Last time it hit that trend level, which was, let me see here, I think it was somewhere around maybe 50-60% increase or something like that. I don't think that's going to happen again, to be honest, but I do think we're going to find some support. It's going to be very interesting, and we'll know real soon how much support that actually is. But yeah, last time it touched the trend line, it jumped, what was it? I don't know, somewhere around 30 or 40%, I think it was. But yeah, it's I hear where you're coming from for sure about about people calling things out, and like as I told a friend recently, they were asking me about the price right now and should they buy and so on and so forth, and I was just like, look, as long as you're prepared to see it go down lower. People calling saying, oh, this is the bottom, there's a bunch of support here, and you buy. I don't agree with that. I mean, there should always be that, at least you plant the seed in people's mind and let them know, look, there is a chance it could still go lower, But anyway, last time, I just found the exact number. Last time it touched down on this trend line that I've drawn, it jumped 96.18%.
Wow.
When last time it dropped down to 58.99. So if it hits this trend line again, we could see another monster bounce. Or it could just crack that trend line and go down to 40, whatever, 4,800. Who knows?
If you look at the MACD right now, it is getting oversold heavily right
RSI
now.
Too.
Yeah, it's really bad, and you can see the 5-day chart. I have it on my screen. 5 days ago, it was at 8,900.
Oh, wow, yeah.
It was at 8,900 5 days ago, and now it's at 7,100. So, to me, what is the catalyst? Well, I hope so.
I think we're due for a bounce.
I hope so, but people are asking what the catalyst is that has driven this down. My opinion is it's the institutions that have got in with the futures trading. Since the futures
trading has a lot to do with it, I agree.
Because I, being in the markets, know how much manipulation happens in the markets with market makers and short traders. And as soon as that happened, if you remember what happened was it exploded up. They went all the way up. And then they shorted it all the way down to these levels. And that's how market makers make money. Now imagine if you could short this from 17,000 all the way down to 7,000. Is that not the short of the century?
Yeah, I know, right? And I wouldn't doubt, like, there's manipulation and they're pushing it down.
Of course.
I do believe, I actually read an article today that somebody shared with me on my Discord channel, and I do believe that it has a lot of validity, and it basically broken down when gold hit the futures or whatever, when uranium hit the futures, when silver hit the futures, and unfortunately, after every single time the futures have gotten involved, the CME future, whatever, it literally just spiked down. So I do believe that there's some suppression going on. I believe that there are people with big dollars wanting this to go down, and we may feel as though sometimes like there's so much money into crypto in comparison to maybe what there used to be, but when you're dealing with the market makers of the world and the people sitting, sitting up in their high offices, I mean, this 400 something billion is nothing compared to what some people have, and what they're willing to use to manipulate. But just as a quick reference, last time the RSI on the 4-hour chart got down to 28.29, we've seen a 90% increase. Right now, we're down to 24 on the RSI. So we're under where it was where we've seen a 90% bump. So it's going to be an interesting next few hours, I think. We're going to either see it floor and just get murdered, or we're going to see a really monster bounce coming up very soon.
You would think. I mean, I'm looking at the 1 hour or the 1 day chart. You can see it was as high as 8,100 in the last 24 hours. We're down $1,000 in 24 hours, in less than 24
not that
hours.
Much, though. 1,000 is not too much. I mean,
I guess, yeah, not in crypto land, but
short period of time though.
It doesn't feel nice though.
No, yeah, and you're definitely right. It's a very short period of time. So it's going to be a very interesting next couple of hours. I think we're going to see a major move down or a major move up, and I know that's not that's definitely not anything that somebody could use as financial advice, because it's not good advice. It's nothing good. All I'm saying is it's 50-50. I'm sorry that's not offering awesome insight, but I think that's the case, man. Something crazy is about to happen, up or down. I think it's any minute now.
I hope it's not down, because we're already down, so I hope it doesn't continue. I mean, like I said, I want to continue to say this, guys. I do not want this to go down. I'm simply reading the chart, okay? And a lot of people are going to say, Richard's bashing crypto, Richard's bashing Bitcoin. I do not want to bash Bitcoin. I own a lot of cryptos, okay? I, just like Joey, own a lot of crypto, and I would love for crypto to flourish so we can all flourish. I just want people to educate the public with responsibility and don't be calling bottoms when they don't exist. If there is no bottom there, don't call it. And that's all I was trying to say 11 days ago was, please don't call a bottom because it's not there. And what happened was, after I did my video, it did bounce back up. And then everybody started jumping back on saying, we found the bottom, we're on a bull run, here we go, here we go, here we go. And here we are like 10 days later, and we're even lower now. So what the market does is it sets people up. The market is created to take your money. 98% of traders lose because they panic sell. Only 2% of traders win because they play the long game. That's the truth. That's the truth. Yeah, and as long as you play the long game, you're going to be okay, because just like you, I believe Bitcoin will flourish long term. I believe all the top cryptos will do very well. The key is being able to be a sniper, to be able to be a ninja, to sit on the sidelines with your money, keep it safe, and try to get it at the lowest possible price. And when you don't see a bottom, trust your eyes, because what I see from this chart is that it's going straight down. So that's why I'm staying on the sidelines with my money, just wanting to see how low it's going to go. I believe it can go lower. Like I said, I hope it doesn't. But based on this chart, it is only going in one direction right now, and that's straight down.
Yeah, pretty much, man. Pretty much, I hear you. Yeah, I mean, well said, man. I mean, it's I think it's careless and it's irresponsible to, as a YouTuber, like Cherie said, as a YouTuber, as a person of influence, people hang on our words. Even if you're like me, and I just got 5,000 subs. I mean, if I say certain things, some people will bank on that like it's the gospel, and it's like, I think as a YouTuber, as a person of influence, you got to just be really careful and cautious, because people hang on every word we say sometimes, and if you're telling people it's the bottom, that is not cool, because nobody knows that, I mean, unless you're the guy pulling the strings, nobody knows that.
There's a very big influential YouTuber that loves to trash other YouTubers. We've talked about him. I'm not going to mention his name, but he did a video about buying $100,000 worth of crypto because he thought he was really cool, and it makes me feel nice just because of him, because I think he's the massive douchebag, and he loves to grow his channel by shitting on other YouTubers. It makes me feel nice and warm inside to know that he's lost a shitload of money. I'm just gonna put it like that, and he knows who he is. He thinks he's smart. He thinks he knows it all. He loves to shit on YouTubers. You know who you are, douchebag. And I would love to challenge any YouTuber that wants to do a competition. Let's do this. You pick 10 picks a month. I pick 10 picks a month, and we see who's who. That's all I gotta say. I'll challenge anybody. Marijuana stocks, cryptocurrencies. I don't care how many subscribers you have. I don't care how many views you have. You think you're smart and you go on YouTube and you trash other people, and then you go on YouTube like a big man and talk about how you're buying 100K worth of cryptos. When I was in the Dominican Republic, he was doing this, and it's all down like 50% since. Congratulations, superstar. How do you feel now? Why don't you do a video talking about your results, Mr. Expert? Since you love to shit on everybody else and talk about how great you are and how shit everybody else is, why don't we talk about your results, Mr. Superstar? You know exactly who you are. You're one of the biggest YouTubers out there. You're also one of the biggest douchebags. So I just had to say my piece. I'm getting frustrated with a lot of what I see, and I had to get it off my chest. I think I'm done now. I had to prove what I had to prove. Once again, I proved myself right. But once again, I'm not trying to prove myself right to say that I want this to go down. I'm just trying to prove myself right to say, listen, sometimes it's good to stay on the sidelines and wait for a catalyst. So my advice to anybody that's watching is sit on the sidelines with your money right now and wait for a catalyst. I know you might say, you know, Rich, you say buy in the red. I understand that, but I don't see a catalyst. That's why I'm sitting on the sidelines personally, and I'm just going to wait until this really has a true catalyst that's going to drive this in the right direction. Now, that catalyst might be that the manipulators, the market makers, the short traders just start covering their shorts. And, you know, the people that are doing the futures trading say, okay, boys, let's take it back up to 17,000. They have that ability. Whenever they decide to do that, they can do that. Guys like you and me, the small guys, we don't have that type of power. We're not whales. We don't have that type of clout. But people that are running those huge institutions, that are, you know, sitting behind those big desks of Goldman Sachs, that have billions of dollars when they press a button, those are the people that really decide where the bottom is. I'm just not that person. Yeah. Now, while we're talking, it's just jumped back up. We're now back to 72.30. So it's just jumped up 200 points. So some people may feel that this is the bottom now and it's jumping up. So just be careful. Trade with responsibility. Always do your due diligence. Always do your research. Remember, Rich TV Live and Joey Rocket, we are not financial advisors. We're strictly here for education and entertainment purposes. Guys, if you have not subscribed already, go to Joey Rocket, subscribe to his channel. One of the best YouTubers out there. He only tells the truth and he cares about the people. Joey, bro, thanks for coming on, man. And let's do this again soon, buddy.
Yeah, my pleasure, man. Thanks for having me on, brother.
Always a pleasure. And enjoy that beautiful weather out there, my friend.
Yes, sir. Will do, man. You
okay, buddy. We'll talk to you soon.
You got it.
Cheers.
Later, bro.
All right, guys. That's Joey Rocket. Make sure you go and subscribe to his channel. Always great to get insight from another YouTuber that's in the cryptocurrency space. And I just had to get that off my chest. I apologize for going a little crazy, but I had to get that off my chest. I feel better now. Do you feel okay? I hope you feel okay. All right, it's time. We gotta go. Gotta do more research. Gotta do more due diligence. Gotta find you more winners. Now, if you're a YouTuber and you want to challenge Rich TV, let's go. Pick for pick. Let's go. Bring it. I challenge all of you. Marijuana picks, cryptocurrencies, pick for pick. Let's go. Bring it. All right, party people. This is your boy Rich. And I'm out. Peace.